I don't want to talk. I do not. No, don't press record. I do not want to talk on the podcast.
The porn
No, please.
case.
They don't make me talk in the podcast.
I love this porn case.
A Muppet.
No. I don't want to have a conversation. I do not want the podcast.
So, welcome to the show. We were talking about a little bit about movies. Oh, spoiler alert! And big. That's what is that? That's crazy. They were talking about movies on this show for once.
Oh, that's the podcast. You're talking the movie on the podcast.
We talk about movies on this podcast.
It is a podcast.
Don't feel like watching movies, so I'll watch people guess them instead. I don't know how it goes, I think it starts with your show.
But we were talking about The Long Walk, which is a new Stephen King.
It's a new Stephen King movie, but it's his first Stephen King book, correct?
Is it really?
I think so.
Oh, I didn't know that information.
Hold on, let me find out for sure.
Don't worry, Elliot. I've got a topic that you're gonna love in a second here.
Thanks, because I'm checking out till then. Is that
Stephen
the movie
King's
with where
first
Mandy
published-
Moore dies? All right.
What's that movie?
Isn't there a movie called like The Long Walk where Mandy Moore dies?
Oh, it's like it's got one of those like generic white guys that you don't know who it is with her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't watch rom-coms.
Carry on.
Stephen King's first published novel was the horror story Carrie, released in 1974, while he wrote and completed other novels before Carrie, such as The Long Walk. Prior, I guess that was his first published one.
So maybe this is why people are saying it's a little like more fucked up, because early Stephen King stuff is like really fucked up. It's like he's going for it.
A Walk to Remember.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Now we put them back.
Well, I didn't know Mandy Moore dies, and now you spoiled it for me.
Hey guys,
You bitch.
okay. Ooh, we just stumbled upon a movie game.
Okay, what is it? Oh, a new movie game prompt.
We just said it.
A Walk to Remember the Titans?
Oh,
A long walk to
a
remember.
long walk to remember the Titans.
Brilliant game. We should make a board game.
That's a great idea. We should I'm telling you, the sequel to the movie game was always the elongated movie title game, where you go.
Ooh, that's a special expansion pack. Believe me, I've compiled. I would say many, but there's not as many as you think.
Listen, Joe, I saw one email in our Valleyfolk account that said I would like to purchase the movie game.
Well, that's from the state of Delaware, and they are not happy with. If we did a sequel to movie game, Joe, would we have to call it movie game movie?
Yeah, I think that's smart.
Movie game movie the movie.
Two.
That seems to make sense. No, I think the sequel to movie game is it's game movie, where we make movies about two different games with similar titles. The movies are just board games and other games slammed together, and we make movies based off of them.
Can you give me an example?
No.
Okay. So the movie The Long Walk.
I like it.
No, I want you to promote it on another show. I'd be like, you're going to promote a new game. What is it? And you explain it, and they're like, okay, let's play it. Give me an example. No.
It's about the mystery.
I'm really here to talk about my new book.
Which, by the way, I only like 50% believe what I said about Stephen King and his first novels, because Google gave me the bullshit Google AI answer. And now, of course, my brain just reads the first thing at the top. But I do want you guys to know, if everybody doesn't know, Google's choice to promote its own AI search results at the top of Google is obliterating small businesses and obliterating even larger businesses, because because we're convenience creatures, nobody is scrolling below those AI overviews.
Shit.
And we're
It's
stupid.
It's just teaching people to do that.
But we're also stupid, and we're not like double checking that the AI is correct, which it's not many times. But people aren't going down to the actual like search results to go to websites for businesses and stuff like that. So people are fucking plummeting.
Dude, I can't use Google anymore. I mean, beyond that, even like you go to the images, And it's like shopping. And then the first thing is like a billion things that have been customized according to your algorithm. And oh no, Joe froze.
Oh no, Joe froze.
Oh no, Joe
Oh,
froze.
oh no, Joe
Oh.
froze.
Uh,
Well, great. That means 90% of the podcast being about movies can't happen anymore because Joe froze. Oh,
Okay, I'm back. I'm back.
oh, oh, there he
You
is.
got me? Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I last thing I heard was Elliot said I don't use Google anymore, and then like Google just shut me down.
Well, it's just
Yeah.
it is a bunch of bullshit lately. They need to lock it in and be like, what are we now? Like, are you just an AI aggregate thing now, or is it based off of
Yeah. Then you have an all hands.
yes? The
Every
president
single
of
one
the
of them.
internet needs to set up an all hands.
Google needs to get all 53 of its employees, because that's all I assume work there, together, and they need to figure this out.
Yep.
So anyway, this long walk thing, they were doing a promotional thing where they invited influencers. You've heard of these people, influencers?
Can't stand them.
Yeah, awful, horrible, worst people there are.
Yep.
Worst personalities, worst manners,
All of them ugly as sin.
ugly fuckers.
Yep.
They were doing screenings of The Long Walk with influencers where they put treadmills
Mm-hmm.
in the movie theater, and they were asking people to walk for 3 miles per hour for the whole movie, and if they stopped, they would be taken out of the movie theater and could not finish the film, and were not allowed to finish the film.
Okay, it's kind of funny.
Kind of funny and fun.
Yeah.
But Joe had such a funnier idea about viral marketing, which was, did you say paying for people's health coverage or something?
No, dude, I'm not joking. That's what happened.
What are you talking about?
I thought maybe it wasn't The Long Walk. Hold on a second.
No, I think you're right, Joe. There was something like this where
What
they
is
did about
it?
A movie used their marketing budget to pay off people's medical debt.
Dude, this needs to be the new normal for movie studio marketing, because I'm sick of seeing.
Dude, it was the Toxic Avenger.
No way.
Yeah, they took their marketing budget to eliminate $5 million in medical debt for those that were struggling the most.
Dude, that's incredible. I didn't know about that. Why
Yeah.
didn't I know about that? Because that's information that
Because you don't like movies like I do.
No, it's because you like movies and feel good things, and that is your cross section of
My body likes to feel good.
yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that, brother. But that's really fun. I think more studios should do that. More studios should be like, we actually took all of our marketing budget and we gave clothing and food to homeless people, unhoused folks. Why
Right.
not?
So cool.
Why? I love seeing people with privilege get more things.
That is my favorite game.
or we can actually
Privilege,
address the systemic problems, but no one wants to do that.
Oh,
no.
Elliot, always wanting to fix things in
I guess
perpetuity.
we could
Yeah.
but
So anyway, can we talk about something that has been buried by bigger news, and bigger being,
What?
up to you, up to up to you. But
I had nothing to do with it.
well, we know that, Joe. We know where you were, but we don't know where Elliot was, and he has been traveling quite a bit.
It's true.
Mhm.
Yeah, actually, I think I am headed to Utah.
No way, are you? That's scary. I'm never going back there again. I'm scared. I'm scared of all these liberal influenced Christians.
Tornadoes touched down in Utah yesterday as well. It's crazy. Utah's having a go.
Whoa, it's God's wrath is raining down upon Utah finally.
Yeah.
Just
No,
kidding.
all jokes
Not
aside, this
finally.
week it sucked on every single fucking level, man.
Oh yeah,
Crazy.
except the one piece of news that was buried that is really cool.
The
would-
sequel to Mario is Mario Galaxy.
No, fuck that shit. This is way better and way more important. And if this was a different timeline, would be Front page news all over the place.
SourceFed is back.
SourceFed is back. Philip DeFranco has repurchased SourceFed for $3.7 million. Okay,
Ooh,
Elliot,
overpay.
some would say life on Mars. You guys don't even know? They discovered life on Mars.
Wait, I thought I saw something that was like maybe an assumed thing.
No. At least traces of life on Mars.
Living life?
They found, literally, they
Jake.
found
Jake on Mars.
poop. They found fucking poop.
They found shit on Mars?
They found like microbial poop. And it's in an area where there was once
An outhouse.
Liquid water.
It's really dumb.
An outhouse, a toilet.
They found it in a toilet.
They found it in a
toilet.
Microbial toilet. No, they so it was Perseverance or one of those
Third Severance.
Perseverance was going through like a riverbed and took some like images, and NASA studied the images and they found microbial the droppings of microbes, which means that the only possible way that could be there is that there was life there at one point. And they're even calling it potentially ancient life. And some people are theorizing that a piece of Mars fell to Earth and started life that way.
And spermia.
Exactly. That's actually what it's called.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm looking at it. I mean, it's potential. How do they figure out? What do they do? How do they test it to figure out if it's real or not?
Well,
they lick it.
Owen
They lick it? Kind of do a lick test?
Owen sent me this. Honestly, fuck it. Let's just watch this thing.
Robotongue.
Let me pull up something and we can watch it together.
I love when we get to watch movies in class.
Yeah, let me pull out the TV here. You guys are gonna love this. Here we go. Sorry if you are cringed out about Neil deGrasse Tyson, which I don't understand, and I really want to defend Neil deGrasse Tyson from all this like weird bullshit people give him. He's one of the few people that's like scientifically motivated.
He's too smart. I don't like it. He makes me feel dumb.
All right, here we go.
NASA just discovered life on Mars? What's up with that?
What's up with that?
Oh, I get it. I get white people.
See, but you know what? But that is why, Elliot.
I know. That's all it is.
This guy's wearing a fucking fedora. And what is he, a detective?
No. He keeps trying to play his jazz trumpet throughout the interview.
Yeah.
Right, here we go.
Grinspoon, my astrobiologist at large, right there at NASA headquarters. Tell us what's up with that.
Well, if we say NASA just found life on Mars, we're being a little bit, getting out over our skis a little bit. This is possible life on Mars billions of years ago. We're not talking about life on Mars today, but what's really exciting about this is it seems to be legitimately the best evidence we've found for something on Mars that needs life to explain it. So there's this rock called Chayava Falls. When you look at it, it's got these weird spots that they call leopard spots, because that's kind of what it looks like. And then they said, hey, that's weird. Let's go up closer and with our analytical instruments, see what those spots are made out of. And they turn out to be these iron minerals, things called vivianite and greigite that you find on Earth. And where you find them on Earth, they're usually associated with microbes doing things to organic matter. And then they look at this spot and they analyze it, and there are organics there. So there are organics, carbon stuff, and there are these minerals that on Earth are usually associated with life sort of using the energy, and it's kind of what life leaves after its meal. You know,
Oh, microbial poop, is that what you want to call it?
yes. It's what's excreted after the microbes eat.
I mean, we can comment. We can talk about the little reminder he wrote on his whiteboard.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm here for astrobiology. I'm not here for your politics.
For our audio listeners, Steve, do you want to explain what that gentleman had written down?
What is the motivation for something like that? Like, what's going on? Like, what?
Well, he's got to be like, dang it, bad, dang.
Well,
said slavery.
Okay, so on the whiteboard of this
Yeah.
astrobiologist David Grinspoon, and there's a whiteboard behind him, and it says slavery was bad. Okay.
I like the thought that this astrobiologist has been working at NASA for 45 years alone in a room and never got a call. He just sat there for years going, twiddling his thumbs, going, oh man, I hope they don't find out that astrobiology is something they don't need ever.
he's like Milton. He's like he's from Office Space. He just like
there's nothing up there. I know there's not. You're not gonna find anything.
Oh my god!
Sunk so much money into this project.
I'm just gonna lay low. I'm gonna stop taking Jenny's lunch because I don't want to be on that freaking red flag list.
Gotta change the subject if they bring it up. What can I talk about? I got it. Slavery.
Well, guys, Voyager's really far away now. Have you ever thought about that?
Yeah. Well, it's very funny because it is true that the space program is really taking a back seat.
Ugh. Yep.
To a lot of important things, a lot of other things that people find important, but it is comforting to know that there are other parts of the world where people care more about space exploration and the pursuit of scientific knowledge.
It's so cool, and even me in the moment right now, I'm just going cool, and it's so cool. It's so cool. It's amazing.
So cool. It's so cool.
It's like next level information that kind of it if we're really talking about it, kind of changes the trajectory of thought and life in even our little solar system. But even it's so outside of our realm of being able to do anything with the information that you go, oh, cool.
See, that's the problem with most of these discoveries, especially ones where they're like, we found another Earth like 63 billion light years away, and it's got like oxygen and water and plant life, and it's this perfect place for us to live.
That's awesome.
Like, cool. How do we get there? Oh, well, we can't ever. It's like, oh, okay. And when they tell someone that they can't ever go there, or we will never see aliens, or life is too beyond our understanding of time and space, it makes people go like, oh, well, anyway, what's for dinner? Because it's not, it doesn't affect their backyard, which is proverbial where everything matters happens.
Speaking of things that matter happening in someone's backyard, if you consult the chat on Zoom right now, Steve, you will be taken to some speculation regarding a creature that was supposedly found on a comet and began growing on it. Now, this, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, is a hermit crab. But
although someone with a blue check mark who has a junior in their prefix in their name there,
John Greenwald does good work.
Okay.
He does good work. He does a lot of the what's it called, where you can ask for information and they have to give it to you.
Doctor patient confidentiality.
No, you're talking about to the government, like
Geneva Convention.
Documents?
Yeah, the what is it called? You gotta Freedom of Information Act.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
But look at this.
Okay, so what do we have here? So someone has not debunked it yet, or they're asking for a full debunk, but they're saying they found a meteorite and something ended up growing out of it. Ew, Spanish.
I'm out.
Ew. Okay, well, what are we looking at here? So this is an alien, maybe, or a hermit crab.
But then look at the other videos too.
I think it looks like lunch.
Put a little wasabi on it.
Look at the other video.
Right. It's the thing.
Should we hear the
And
audio?
watch this pan. Hello,
Puppy!
puppy.
Oh, puppies. Okay, that's the real.
It's gone. It's gone.
When I first saw it, I was like, it's gonna be gone. It's gonna be gone. Anyway,
Okay, so wait, this is it like later, or is this a different one?
same one, I think, and it just started growing on that.
It's growing.
Yeah,
Dude, and now it's Kirk Cameron.
The door
grew into
opens and
Kirk
it's
Cameron.
a giant one coming through the door. Like it's just
too
a
soon, Joe.
What is this one?
I didn't even
Guy who
realize
doesn't know who Kirk Cameron is.
I didn't even realize way too close to
From Growing Pains?
yeah.
What is
It was
this?
a-
He
it was
has
a
it in
Kirk
his
Cameron
trunk?
joke. What is happening?
Is this a
he
different video or is this the
filming
same?
it like M Night? Is this a wait a minute? This is just an advertisement for I Love Panama. This is a Panama travel
Come to Panama.
department.
We have aliens.
Like
But
he's
what is-
filming it exactly like Signs.
This is the same post, Elliot, or we've moved on to something.
This
we're
is the same post. I haven't watched this one though. I got a little bored.
Let's
Is
find
this
out
where
what
he
this is.
found it? What's happening here? Is he going to show us his garage?
It's
Why do
got
we-
it's even bigger. It's like giant in there.
They don't have editing in Panama. They're not there yet.
We'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. So he had to show that he went into his trunk to get a flashlight. Can you describe what we're looking at here, Elliot?
No, blackness, darkness, flashlight, horror, cooler. Oh, he's
this
got it in the cooler.
This is where he's keeping it in his garage.
Yeah. Well,
That's
where are
smart.
you? And it's safe.
Where are you keeping your unidentified organisms?
Turn your water off, sir.
He's like, shit, that's been on all day. Okay, and this is where this video should have started.
Yes, it is.
Actually, that's debatable.
And
there's-
actually, you know what? Yeah, still hold.
A bunch of
Is this
tequila. A bunch of tequila.
Patron, yeah. Oh, he's gonna microwave it.
Which makes sense.
Set it on popcorn. That one always. Wait, so he's had it in that safe? Don't keep it in a
Suffocating it.
safe.
Just
Oh. Oh my god.
Whoa.
this is some great storytelling.
Whoa, what
It is-
are we
it
doing?
is. This guy's
Stranger
like, I'm gonna make a
Things.
movie with my iPhone, dude. What the fuck?
That's exactly what's going on.
Look at that.
That'd be cool if it was real.
I mean-
It's not AI, which means that it's probably a practical puppet effect or something,
Pretty
or
cool.
it is a unwell, dying mutation of an organic thing we know and have seen.
They're saying it could be fungus too, some kind of mold.
Fungus that's like alive,
Fungus among us.
a live fungus.
Well, I suppose technically fungus is alive, Steve.
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah, you're right.
Wow.
bad.
Groundbreaking.
I don't believe you. Does that make it more interesting?
Oh yeah, dude. I love this.
So, okay, is there any more information about that, Elliot?
Let's find out.
Yeah, okay, Elliot's going for it. But this Mars stuff, I think, is like, it's cool. And you know, Owen is my bestest, longest friend. He's very
Oh,
long.
okay.
He's like 40 feet long. And sorry, Joe. I think you missed a few birthdays there.
Ugh, I'm
you
only
dig-
37 feet long.
It knocked you down a few pegs. But Owen comes around with all the space stuff, and he's such a space nerd and loves all the space stuff because it's cool, man. I mean, space and the ocean are kind of like the two undiscovered, interesting things that we are surrounded by.
We have not discovered space nor ocean.
We have not discovered any space or any ocean.
There's a new video 19 minutes ago, and it's a video that is in Spanish. And honestly, I think it might be one of my least favorite videos I've ever seen because it's flashing in a way that no one should be made to watch it. But
Elliot's gonna have an epileptic seizure right in
Truly.
front of us.
Well,
Hold on.
and I want you to know that flashing lights like that are a trick, a nice trick to make it so that
Oh, it got smaller.
It's
This
hard
guy's
to
just
see.
telling a really fun story.
or it's between all the ones we just watched.
Yeah, that's
No, that's pretty news yesterday.
Is that a symbiote?
oh yeah, it's very Venom. Oh, viral marketing for Venom.
Damn, he's actually whatever it is. Oh God,
He's kissing it.
it looks like awful, dude.
It
looks
does look
legitimately
awful.
scary looking. Like
Can
watch
you?
watch it flick. You see, like flicks
Ugh, I don't like that. Oh God! Wait.
Wait.
That
I don't-
moves not like a puppet.
That
Right.
moves like I'm getting a little hot and bothered.
Those are moves like Jagger.
Yeah.
And this is an incredible sample that was taken this afternoon.
Dead Jagger on the ground, just twitching.
Moves like Jagger if Jagger was a tarantula.
So funny. So stupid.
Dude, I want to believe so bad, man, but I got burnt so bad by those fucking Aztec mummy.
Did
thing.
you for a second?
Yes.
Both of you? Did you both for a
Yes.
second?
We talked
'Cause
about it. Yeah.
I never for a second.
I've almost gotten banned more times from that subreddit because I've made so many enemies and honestly some friends.
Yeah, but that was
and they're still trying.
But that was like there wasn't even a millisecond of belief for you, Elliot.
Yeah,
at any
absolutely.
point. Yeah, me too. Me too.
There's
Like-
a what if. Same with there's all sorts of when you see stuff happen, not to talk about anything, but there's things when something happens, an event happens, your brain can kind of go to some fantastical spots.
Yeah, I would say like there was moments of hope, like that'd be cool, but I don't think I think too cynical right now for me to have ever been like, this is the time, this is the one.
Well, my thing has always been that like, I'm annoyed by the whole like it's Photoshop thing like that we've had to endure for decades at this point.
Now it's
Photoshop,
AI, and
Photoshop.
now you're super screwed.
I know, and that's the problem because when people would say it's Photoshop, they were like, digital forensics folks that could like that could tell without a shadow of a doubt whether that was Photoshop or not. And then you would get comfort because someone would be like, here's why this is definitely Photoshop. And then you'd be like, oh yeah. But now that it's like, it's AI is the new, it's Photoshop, it's really fucking hard to tell.
I
It's
saw a guy
really
break
hard to
down,
tell.
you know how everybody was saying Trump's announcement was AI?
Yeah.
I saw some guy came up in my algorithm that was the new he was the new like Photoshop guy.
But he's
breakdown
the
guy.
AI version of
Yeah, he was like,
guy?
this is clearly real, and here's why. And he went through all like the intricacies of things that AI, at least currently, could not do if it was to try and recreate this.
Yeah, but
And
the
little
government has super AI, Joe.
sure little defunded everthing, but they kept
Trump
all
has
the AI.
access to super AI.
Actually, them defunding everything and keeping all the AI is absolutely what they will do.
Probably. But like little subtle things, like he's like, zoom in right here above his right shoulder. You can clearly see the slight reflection of the teleprompter that he's reading his script from, slowly scrolling over his shoulder at the same cadence. It's like little things like that. And slight movement from the leaves in the trees outside is another thing that AI wouldn't have been able to replicate.
But have you heard that people say that it's not like fully AI generated, but it's like AI assisted?
Like
Sure.
Facetune.
I
Which is
know
something that might
we all
even be harder to
again, hopeful
to learn.
longing makes us believe things.
That's the thing.
Exactly.
Like I when this whole AI thing was kind of like exploding a little, me and my nerdy pals were talking about how like it would be really cool if there could be a like a locked in like metadata into anything that is ever created by AI, and it's something that's almost like a watermark that you would need like forensic scientists to like find, but every conceivable AI thing should have this like watermark that professionals could find, but I think it's too late for that. It's too late for that, and that's not something that can be decided on anyway because it's basically spread like a disease at this point.
Well,
hard
and
to kind of,
it's its own at the end of the day, as it gets more and more improved and it's its own workaround.
Yeah.
Hey, AI,
Remove the watermark.
remove the watermark. Come up with a
Yeah.
program to remove the watermark. Thinking 2 seconds. Okay.
But here's the thing, Joe. They have the ability to be like, make sure that everyone in the world, or like no one in the world, can make like a Andrew Garfield blowing President Clinton AI, and they make it so you can't.
You on my desktop?
But they
You in
made
my
it so
folder?
that you can't make a
You my-
celebrity. You can't.
A runway account?
What was the connecting line between those two things and those two names in your brain?
Yeah.
Because I was like, I could do the obvious one and go like, Sydney Sweeney, or like,
Right.
I could be like obvious and be like, this is it. But I want to do an even kind of weirder one, and one that isn't kind of like focused on just feminine.
Yeah.
Women get a
I like
lot of
that.
shit on the internet, so I'm trying to give it a little bit of a variety on the like, what other sexual things do people want to see? Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, but you're still invoking politics just like you always do. You had to bring in
Because Clinton, I had to bring Clinton in.
Mhm.
But that's the thing. Like we can't. There's lots of things we can't do. Like I was using Chat GPT the other day, and I typed in, "Can you give me like a Banksy looking like street art image of this specific thing?" And it was like, "No, it can't do that." And so I'm like, okay, well then why can't it be like, have a non-removable thing that if we asked to remove it, it would just say no, it cannot. And why can't we establish as a society, why can't we just vote as a people's, like, let's get the UN in on this.
You think we're ever gonna vote again?
On anything?
Over,
I
dude.
mean, wouldn't that be the first if we put it in there and it just then we were like, but don't let us take it out? Wouldn't that be the first time AI then is like in control and learns then that it can do that? And then that's the beginning of Skynet because you gave it the opportunity to deny its owners of something?
I guess so, but I think the owners could make an Andrew Garfield image if they wanted to, but we can't. So it's like,
I see.
but then you start to give, but then it's like, who has the keys to the kingdom at that
Andrew
point?
Garfield's like, make a picture of me. Growing.
Well, that's the thing. Why can't Andrew Garfield make images of himself doing things? It won't even let him do that because he's a
This is
public
going to be the
figure.
new like civil rights. Like, why can't we?
Yeah. Yeah. I should
mean-
be able to make a picture of me blowing anybody.
I think that when you have when you're discussing like digital things, when it's all about like digital stuff, there's always gonna be some fucking neckbeard that can break beyond that. Like there's always gonna be some genius kid born somewhere who will have the ability eventually to break these codes. I mean, we've had people break into the Pentagon and break into all these like highly
Not the
secure.
Pentagon. It's not the Pentagon anymore.
It's the Penta here. The Penta here.
It's the war building or some shit.
Oh yeah, the the Emporium of War.
Emporium?
The civic war emporium. But anyway, so it would be great if they would make a level of security involved in AI creation, but I think it's too late. I think there's always going to be workarounds. There's always going to be people who if they're motivated enough will be able to break a thing, especially a digital thing. And so we just have to live now in this world where we feel like our boomer parents when they see a photoshopped thing that's clearly photoshopped. And we're going to be the generation now that's like, look at this fucking thing we saw. And the fucking kids, the Zoomers, are going to be like, that's AI, you idiot.
Oh, I mean, I just
Maybe-
don't believe anything at this point. Like, there's
That's
zero.
what I'm saying.
I believe zero text and zero fucking visuals at this point.
So what do we do? What do we do? We're seriously going to figure out how to live off the grid and like.
Yeah, dude, Amish going to do it. I'm gonna put up some buildings. I'm gonna learn how to actually live off the land.
You're gonna learn how to till.
And then the land will burn at my fingertips as the fire sweeps across the globe. It's gonna be fun.
And then you're gonna learn how to paint yourself, give them blowjobs, anybody you want.
Yeah, I can paint myself giving Andrew Garfield a blowjob.
Whoa! Don't flip the script. That was never what we were doing.
No, I was just I like in early AI when we were like fucking around with it and having fun with it. I was just doing stuff like the Pope serving people at Arby's. Like
Yeah, I
the
remember
Pope.
that, and we were like, "This is crazy."
It's so funny.
You guys, are you worried about this trend of quote unquote performative males?
Ooh, please explain.
I'm ready.
I'm still confused on it, and it sounds like basically any dude who Steve like a dude who paints their fingernails and like what wears like a Hillary 2016 t-shirt and like has satchel and really overdoes their appearance for the female gaze in an
Oh,
effort
interesting.
to sway them. And it's this trend that's going around right now where there's like contests being held in person in I think New York or Chicago or something, where it's like performative male contests, and men will go back and forth and strut their stuff like it's a fashion show, and it's who can be the best performative male. And there's, it's an interesting internet thing. I'm surprised you guys haven't seen little snippets of it.
So
Well,
it's making fun of male culture that's leaning into feminism and
I think so.
female,
well,
like
this can't be
traditionally
new though. This is something that's
feminine
been
leaning.
forever, I thought.
It's definitely got an uptick right now, and I don't know that the performative male thing as a meme has like happened before. There's definitely been like the term, but this is like a
It's
internet and I think it's like tongue in cheek, and they're kind of funny. Like they know they're not really making fun of it, but I do like it, and I hope they keep doing it because
this
we
just one of
talked
those?
about the performative dudes on here.
Well, yeah, isn't it kind of like? I mean,
It's just
It is just like
backdoor. It's
Joe
just backdoor
excluded.
ways to go
yeah,
for
but it's
like.
like, yeah, like when the guys join the cheerleading squad or something. Like,
I think it's just backdoor. It's like, hey, I'm gonna go make fun of these people because I hate them by making fun of them this way, so I can do it too.
maybe it does seem to be more joyful than, but maybe I'm wrong.
So it's
too.
like it's the people that are doing it that are making fun of themselves a little bit.
I'm hoping.
I'm kind of confused because I feel like there's always been performative stuff to infiltrate certain.
1 month ago, what's up with the sudden online discourse of performative males? What are they? Why are they suddenly a problem? Top answer. It's just a new word for a timeless idea. Poser. Posers are performative, and goodness, is such an old-fashioned idea. Yeah.
So it's like someone wearing like a Nirvana T-shirt, and
It's a guy
they're
who
only
acts like
wearing it because it's cool.
a guy who acts like a feminist ally, but is just using it to get laid. The type of guy who makes an outward effort to show how feminist he is, but he's not. It's just a performance. I mean, I love it because I used out in the comedy show, the LA comedy clubs. There's a lot of those dudes out there where they like do their best to come off like a feminist and like I'm one of the good guys, but really they're just like creeps who are trying to
Gotcha.
get laid.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So yeah, the guys that write those books that are like, this is how you get women. Like this has been around for a while. I feel like
That's more, I think, like the alpha like thing.
but it's sort of similar though, right? Because they're like,
Other
here's how
side,
you,
yeah.
like we're gross creeps, but here's how you get dates with these girls by pretending to not be a gross creep.
Yeah, this woman said, I guess, like she got on an elevator with a guy and he got out a book and started reading it. So the performative males sometimes, like on the contest, they'll be walking around reading a book, but then have another book in their pocket and another book in the other pocket. And it's always like,
That's
Well,
funny.
this is why I've been watching Lost with my girlfriend, and she's never seen it before. And you guys remember Sawyer? That
Yeah.
guy, it's like hardened, like man, and he's like
Sexy.
masculine and sexy, but he's a bad boy, and he's like he's a con, and
we're on the South.
and he's like
Yeah,
my
yeah,
walls are
I
up.
actually got that role, but I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't need
Nah,
it.
I'm gonna go to SourceFed.
I'm secure in my.
I've got to release a Brats and Bread a video once every 3 months. Good.
I'm gonna try out this SourceFed thing first. But anyway, I was at one point he's like seen as they portray him as like a big asshole, and he's a selfish piece of shit, and he doesn't care about anybody but himself, and so you're like, even though this hot guy is doing like all this shit, it makes you hate him. And then like the next episode, he's like reading like of Mice and Men with like these like cute little reading glasses, and I'm like, this must have gotten all the girls. This must have been like,
Yeah.
he's a badass, and he's like a piece of shit selfish guy, but he also reads, and he's also like in touch with his intellectual side,
He's
kind.
like, hey, Sawyer, we got to go. He's like, hold on, I'm almost done. I'm almost to the best part. And he just goes, got him.
The mouse one.
Got him. Finally, they got him.
Fucking got him.
Isn't it crazy? That show was on ABC, like a main network. So it was just, and then it was before all the streaming stuff. So everyone was watching that show at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Back in the day.
Yeah, back when
Crazy
things were a
stuff.
little more linear.
Mm-hmm. Good word choice, Steve.
Love Little.
Mm-hmm. And more is excellent.
That's
More
interesting.
is excellent.
I also feel like with this performative male thing and stuff, like it feels like the generations after us, the Zoomers, the Gen Zers, or whatever the fucking kids are called, and then the Gen, like what's after Z, or it's like Alpha. And these alpha kids are gonna like totally read us like books essentially, and then know exactly what to be like. Oh, you're just being like a performative male, and like they'll throw these things at us like, oh, you don't really care about shit because you're using
I could
AI,
see that.
and you don't
I
really
mean,
care about shit because you're doing this.
it's more of going back to it, but it's more of the political spectrum side of it, because alpha and maybe like the lower end of Gen Z right now, the males are skewing super right, like
Gen Z as a whole is
super
going right.
So yeah, Steve, you're right. Those are the ones that'll be like, you're being a performative male beta cuck,
Right.
like,
Because they're like, how could you, like, it's very obvious this is what you're doing. And
We
then
have a
yeah.
fundamental human thing in industrial nations that goes back to Adam, as well as in the Greeks Apollo, but it's an obsession with naming things, and it gives us a sense of control and order in an otherwise
ownership.
chaotic world. And so when you see like, we're calling it the Gulf of America, this is a performative male, it's like a very we're just obsessed with like labeling things.
Well, there's also isn't there also like a connection with people who grow up with trauma that they don't know what to do with it. They're not told what to do with it or taught how to handle it. And a lot of it turns into anger and aggression, and it turns into something that then becomes intolerant of things, and then it makes them easier to join groups of people that name things like that and say, we are this type of society now. We are
sense of belonging.
Yeah, it gives them a sense of belonging with other people who never learned
the
how
chants
to
aren't
handle
as interesting. Like the chants and like the rally cries aren't interesting if you don't name things, because it's like, we are this thing, they are that thing.
Yeah.
And if you're chanting that, it's not interesting. It's not as catchy.
Well,
and I mean, God told Adam, he was like, go name all of the creatures. And then Apollo was Zeus. Zeus was like, go name all of the things and then separate them. And then he became the god of math and science, because that's what science is too. It's separating things and naming them. Yeah. All you do is science. You just go around and go like, oh, that's what that is now. That's all you do.
Yeah.
And make the names really complicated and hard to pronounce. If you're reading them on paper.
Yeah.
Use Latin, the deadest language there is.
Whoa.
No one will know because you're using a language no one uses anymore, and it sounds all cool too.
I'll read like stuff that has Latin words in it, and Grace like studied Latin as a kid, and she'll like know what some of these words are. And I'm like, that's crazy. Like I was like, forget that. Don't have that.
That's so awesome though, when someone like knows Latin a little bit. I always feel like, fuck, you're like a heightened human, because how the fuck do you even keep that in your head? Like, yeah, it's so complex.
Do you guys remember any phone numbers from the kid when you were a kid?
I remember my home phone number, yeah, which is actually still the same.
That's one of those things that are like mnemonic devices in my head. I know a lot of them still.
Can I ask you guys kind of like a hot question, like a hot button question, and it's okay if we don't want to talk about it and want to move on, but
sure.
There was something about like recent horrible things that happened in the world where they were talking about a group of people that are a movement of people, and there was a name for that movement, and they were calling this murderer being a part of this thing, and I'd never heard of it before, and it was like,
Groyper?
how do you spell that?
Groyper.
Yeah, what's that?
To a fan of Nick Fuentes, it's a far right movement.
Oh, it's all okay. So it's like a community. It's like an internet
Yeah,
community lingo.
edgelord, 4chan, that kind of thing.
Yeah, without diving too deep, this would go into the conspiracy theory that, again, we don't really want to talk about it, but Charlie Kirk's killer, a lot of people are saying far left, but then other people are saying he might have been so far to the other, like Nick Fuentes' side of right, who all like recently did not like Kirk, I believe.
For
we're
5
saying
years.
we're saying that if this kid went to that side of the far right, that's the other possible theory, right? Is that kind of where we're at?
Yes, and the idea too there is, I mean, if you look at the Trump shooter as well, there's sort of like a trend where a lot of these. This is my understanding. There's so much misinformation. So if you can come in
I
here,
know. I
fucking
know.
but there is the idea that these shootings have a meme quality, that they're the ultimate
Yeah.
motivation is for the memes,
The
not
clout.
for like
the
political reasons.
lols.
Well,
Yeah,
and
the lol.
that starts with Luigi, right? And like he kind of started this new
Yeah,
trend of writing on
kinda.
bullets and stuff.
Well, it's these young folks too that are using all this like internet lingo and this 4chan shit that it feels like it's because these youths are growing up in a largely social media dominant, internet dominant culture.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of like what we were talking about, where people kind of like latch into groups where they're misunderstood in some way, but they feel understood by this brain rot internet shit.
Yeah, I saw like the general like pipeline is that when you with these websites with these kids, they get a rush from being around people and saying the most offensive things that you can possibly say. But once that gets into their brains, they start consuming it more and more and more and start actually believing it. And so the whole idea of like all of these really hateful memes and comments is that that's kind of when you're a teenager like a crazy thing to say. And so then you're in a group online where they're saying it constantly and it just sort of melts your brain.
So it's like radicalized trolls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like,
Wow.
yeah, radicalized rules. That's a
What a
good term too.
bizarre concept, but it totally makes sense because it's
Yes.
just the evolution of these.
Shut off the internet.
I know, I know. But this is the thing, Joe, is like everything that is adopted as a popular thing or unpopular thing that is adopted by either people who are chronically online or isolated from the real world, the outside world, they're like evolving with this movement, with these movements of like what initially was people being edge lords and just saying horrible things, thinking it's funny to say horrible things, but it's like that doesn't just stop. I guess like to me it felt like because I knew kids who would say edge lord shit, and I've said some edge lord shit too, but you get to a point where you're like, oh well, this hurts people, or this is like terrible shit to say, or this is wrong, and then you like move on and you stop doing that, or you learn to pull it back a little bit and just do it in like a fun, these are my friends, this is a safe space kind of way. But there's so many people that don't know how to handle that. They don't get to the part where they're like, this is bad. They just go
Well,
beyond that and they evolve into whatever.
yeah, it's the whole, no prefrontal cortex. Like
Yeah.
you're not able to think more than like 2 layers deep on the onion of yourself and critical thought, and then you're creating more layers and you're creating more barriers to like getting to a true understanding of humanity in any
Dude,
sort
this
of
is
way.
scary. This is scary.
You know,
Because it's a movement. It's a movement of a result of a unfiltered thing that is just allowed to run rampant and not policed at all.
no.
And I think it's like happening. I mean, what I was reading about was like there is a covert element where it's the I mean, it's a different thing than it's ever been because it's not like they're getting necessarily politically radicalized. They're getting radicalized like in a almost worse way where it is for the memes. It's
It's for the
not
joke.
for, yeah. And that is like a like what do you do with that? Like it's not like, oh, here's these far right. I mean, I'm sure they are, but like they are far right. I mean, the Groyper thing is the whole Nick Fuentes thing, and that guy has been calling out Charlie Kirk for forever. They hated that he would debate liberals. They hated that he would debate trans people. They hated that he was the stuff with Israel. Like they were harassing him and would come to his events for like years and would try to derail them. So who knows? I still don't know what's going on.
Nope. It is important to say, like, with that said, Elliot, that like, you know, and I've read this a lot too, which really makes me feel like it's good to take a step back and step outside of the insanity of all of this and not live and thrive in the world where people are saying this is what it is, 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 and just to wait. And I know we're living in a time where there's so much misinformation, it's hard to know what's true or not, and even waiting to find out what the truth is based on actual research and diving into all of the facts and the evidence that they have.
It's gone.
Yeah, I mean that being all gone is scary, and so it gives us this feeling of maybe even stepping back and waiting to find out what they discover from all of this is like kind of not even, it's a moot point in a way. But you could kind of connect the dots of this like meme speak, leet speak shit, 4chan shit. And if what you're saying is, you know, because we're just connecting these facts of what these like Groyper people are and what that is, and how this edgelord shit seems to be leaking into the real world in a way that it almost, to me, when I hear you talk about it, Elliot, feels like these people are taking edgelord things to murder.
Mm-hmm.
And
because it's the ultimate
joke. And not only is it like, I'm so edgelord I would kill somebody, I even put a joke that is only for us meme people to laugh at on the bullet casing, just to prove how edgelord I am, which might not be true, but it seems like what I'm hearing, this is kind of what that sounds like.
Did you know that Trump signed an executive order changing the title of president to edgelord?
President Edgelord.
Lord Edgelord.
Lord Edge.
Emperor Edgelord.
Have you seen that meme that's been going around the past couple of days, Steve? It reminded me of what you're talking about, where it's Idris Elba and he's just going like, learn to sit back and observe. Not everything needs a reaction. And it's one of those like alpha male memes.
Yeah,
it's like when all this is breaking down, everyone just,
yeah, the male lion waits. Doesn't just pounce right away. It waits and waits. And now I'm thinking, even like if we're trying to scramble our brains into the brain rot world, and if we're bringing ourselves down to edgelord shit, doesn't it feel like even the fact that Gen Alpha is called Gen Alpha means that they'll run with the alpha part of it and even go into more corrupt red pill world?
You're saying they accidentally screwed them from the start just because they had to go from Z back to A?
And they'll think that they're the alpha generation just because they're called Gen Alpha. I don't want to be alive anymore.
Not to, again, to go back to the naming thing, but like, do you guys remember before the millennials how like we used to just talk about people in terms of like, you are a child, an infant, a teenager, a young adult, a senior, or whatever, and now it's all divided according to the generation,
which just like further divides us all.
Yeah, we don't think about each other in terms of where their stages are in life. We're just thinking about, oh, you're born at this time, therefore you are this personality. It's like astrology.
Mm-hmm.
Which is interesting because it also connects to the whole like 40 is the new 30 and 50 is the new 30 and like all this like we don't like these cougars and you know and silver foxes and stuff. Like it's less about how how old you are, and it's more about like how cool and chill you are.
I just feel really bad for these generation beta cucks that are going to start being
I know,
born in about
beta.
5 years.
I
That's
know
gonna
they're
be
gonna,
my kid.
dude. The beta is gonna be the soft generation. That's just like these, like even worse than we were, even softer than Gen Z and Gen X or
Interesting.
Gen X, I guess. Jeez.
Generation X. Remember that
Dude,
Pepsi commercial?
yes, I do, and I'd rather go back there than be where I am now. I remember how much of a nightmare it was to go back in time and be stuck there and not be able to go back to your own time. Let's make a time travel movie where someone is fine with going back to like the
Yeah.
70s or 80s.
I'm not going back. I don't care what happens.
I don't want to go back.
What if it's like the doctor right when like baby Hitler is born and they're like, you know what, I'm just gonna go into the future, I don't really want to be here, but it's like the reverse of like going back and
Yeah.
forth.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to get out of this time. And it's like, you know, usually the story is I want to go back in time to fix it so the future's fixed. But it's more like, no, I just want to go back in time so I'm not a part of it.
I think Nate Bargatze has that bit where he's like, if I went back in time, I wouldn't be able to like impress anybody. He'd just be like, in the future we have phones. How do they work?
Did you see that video
I don't know.
of the guy that like this was a while, maybe a month ago I saw it, but this guy's doing an interview and the guy's like, yeah, we can't hire you. And he goes, well, why? What's going on? Well, he says, according to your resume, you killed a baby. And he's like, yeah, I went back in time and I killed baby Hitler. And they're like, who's Hitler?
And why would you kill a baby? You're a
You
maniac.
killed a baby.
You're a
We're not going to
monster.
hire you. He's like, no, I changed the world. I saved millions of people. And they're like, no, you killed a baby.
It doesn't say that. It says you killed a baby.
You killed a baby.
That's so fun.
Yeah, it's like Jesus comes back and he's on trial, and they're like, "So you turned water into wine? How did you do that? And is that even legal? And you were giving wine to children or something? Like, what is this?"
I just love the concept of, yeah, you could kill baby Hitler, but that means Hitler never existed. So your
Yeah.
act is just killing a baby.
Yeah.
It's that. It's like it's my burden to bear. It's my
Yeah,
burden
but
to bear.
but yeah, sir, you will never work at Arby's.
Fuck! I knew I needed to take off that I killed baby Hitler from my resume.
That's like, yeah, it's like when you're killing baby Hitler, you're like, this is gonna look great.
This is
That's
gonna,
very
yeah,
good.
everyone's gonna love it.
Anyway.
Very funny. Well, guys, I think
Fun
this was.
movie. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say I was gonna wrap it up. This is
Wrap it up.
very fun conversation. We had some energy today for a Sunday. This is good. This felt like a good one.
Good, I
Did feel
agree.
like a good one. I like.
Well,
that.
it's nice to chat. You know, it's been a long week, and everyone should just send love to everyone around them and feel love and be love.
Yep. Hugs.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, togetherness, family, people you love. Just try to find the good moments and enjoy those and live in those good moments, and try not to let the horrible nightmare world affect you too much. I mean, but also like, you know, it's good to know what's going on too, I guess. But just, I guess it's like moderation, right?
Yep. But don't spend all your day looking at that alien in Panama.
Panama.
Don't watch it over and over and over again.
Panama.
God bless everybody.
God bless.
Panama.